Hello, tribes, man.
Hello, fam.
We're back at it again,
I know, right?
live and direct under the neem tree. Here to have our normal discussion and conversation. And today's topic, I feel we should treat maybe relationship, religion, and how has religion affected relationship. You know what I mean? I'm throwing it now to the house. Prince,
Right.
what's relationship to you?
When we talk about relationship, I feel it's about the relation you have with your fellow human being, whether male or female.
Okay.
So basically, relationship is how you relate with human beings specifically. I mean, you can even have a relationship even with your dogs and all that. So relationship is kind of like having a relation with someone or something. So basically, that's my take on what relationship. Yeah. What do you think about relationship?
Just like what you said, I wouldn't go far from what you've said already.
Right.
I also have such perception about relationship.
No, okay.
You can have relationship with anybody, even animals. And I feel like that's even the greatest form of relationship.
With the
Because
animals.
your dogs will never cheat on you.
Listen.
So someone has the bigger bone.
They will never leave you.
Well, you yourself have to go bring the motherfucker
You understand?
who's going to come get her pregnant so you can have puppies.
Your dogs,
I know, right?
and your cat, they will never cheat on you. That's like the biggest form
I
of
know, right?
relationship.
And I think dogs are really, really very loyal.
Yeah, man's best friend.
I would say though, would you think adding to the relationship, would you say having a connection with somebody and having that person having the same connection with you, would you think that counts as also a relationship with that vice versa connections?
Oh, okay. I think that is a form of a relation, like the connection you and somebody can have. So it can even be in a good note and a bad note.
Yeah.
But irrespective, you had a relation with a person.
True. Yeah.
So relationship cut across, not only all the time it's going to be like you're going to have a good vibe with somebody. Sometimes you can have a relation with somebody, I mean, even on a bad note and even can end on a good note.
Yeah.
And on a good note and even can end on a bad note. So the connection is going to, the fruit that's going to yarn is what is going to keep the relationship or going to end the relationship. Basically, that's what I think.
True.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Okay, so to that aspect, can we justify a male and a female being just friends without being in a relationship?
I think so. I think a male and female should be able to, to be friends with each other without even going to need of that aspect of the other place. But I think it will generate great benefits from doing that, honestly. But in this society now that we're in, it seems like people think it's hard for a male and a female to have friends. Like, that's a strange thing about it. It's like a lot of people, you go on the social media, you go on everywhere, and it's like, oh, why should a male and a female can never have friends? All the alpha males, they say that a male and a female can never have friends because he wants to have sex with her or sleep with them. And I'm like, if you're an alpha male, why do you have to feel the need to just sleep with every woman? Is that what a true alpha male is?
Like the true characteristics of being an alpha male.
Yeah, just to have multiple interactions with many girls as you want, and like, and so what happens then?
But I think that the funny thing is we have more sim niggas than alpha male.
I was going to say that.
So
Okay.
it have made it a very mass way where male and female relationship have not been really accepted by society. Because irrespective, I think when a man moves to a woman, or even not every woman, a man will move to want to be a friend with.
True.
Yeah.
And even for a woman to even accept you to become a friend or his male friend,
Yeah.
she also will want to be like, okay, I'm cool with this person. That little gesture of moving to each other alone can spark something.
True.
I think that is the reason why when, let's say, the way you're categorizing it, like an alpha male is dating someone, wouldn't want the female to have a male friend because he knows what men is capable of. and he knows what it can spark up from that relation.
Yeah.
So I feel like the mass is making us come to the conclusion that it's very dicey to have a male and a female as friends.
Friends, yeah.
And we can all attest to it. Look, irrespective, most of the time it ends up either they get intimate, or better still,
True.
just going their own ways.
That's true.
Do you get it? So for me, I think I was second by. You can have you see, you can have a casual relation with a female, but not like a core or a really deep
Close.
close relation with a female.
Yeah.
Because even if you are a male and you have a girlfriend, I think to respect that woman by your side, even though you can have female friends, but you shouldn't be throwing in her face.
That's true.
Yeah.
For me, I don't second that. You all can have a casual relationship, but not a deep one, where it could be like a high, or better still, even in the
From a
business.
distance.
Exactly.
From a
It can be even in business terms, where we feel like, okay, this is the reason why we are even friends,
Yeah.
but not just because we want to be friends.
Or we speak at all. This is the reason why we speak at all.
Exactly, in the first place.
It
Yeah.
has to be business wise.
What do you think about it?
Because me, I've been with female friends that we didn't get intimate. You understand? Because I feel like it all depends on or the main purpose of the friendship or the relationship you have with that female person. You understand? Yeah, like me, I feel like being an alpha may should restrict you from not smashing or the lady
Right.
that comes your way. You understand that kind of a thing. So I just feel like I'm cool with even having female friends. You understand? Okay, we get to share ideas and all that stuff. Because I actually had an experience with one, and everybody around thought I was smashing, but she was just my friend. The more they kept having those imaginations or what of you, the more it even became into like a brother and a sister thing. You understand? So right there is not family.
Not family. See, now, back up there.
But to my take on what you are saying, yeah, it's possible. But most of the time, I feel like there's one that I've made a decision not to smash.
Yeah, that is true because, like, never for once did I had that thought. You understand? It was just genuine friendship I had for her.
Okay, one question: was she your spec?
If she was my spec,
Right.
Bro, we're in the same spirit today. I was going to ask that question.
okay.
Are you physically attracted to her?
Was she your spec? Honestly.
Yeah, like she's the definition of a meat pie.
No, we have a meat pie and being a spec. Because somebody can be a meat pie and probably you wouldn't
You
wanna-
not vibe with her or anything. But then
But was she your spec?
She was.
obviously the conversations were there. They were having conversations.
You understand?
But
She was my spec.
Well. Okay.
I was going to say something, yeah?
Right.
You know, out of 100%, you would only get probably like a 10% out of guys that wouldn't want to smash their female friends. 90% of guys want to really, especially when you're friends with somebody who is physically your spec and you're sexually attracted to the person.
Yeah.
It will be very difficult for you not to think of having an intimate relationship with the person.
So what do we call that? Isn't that lust?
Yes.
But at the same time,
Yes. I mean, because I think we have done a bad job. I think we men in this generation, we've honestly done a bad job in spreading lust around and thinking it's cool.
yeah. That was what I-
Immorality.
Well, we
that was-
the
that was what I
men.
said.
Yeah.
Bro,
Because
don't get it twisted.
No. At the end of the day,
The females equally wants it as well.
oh yeah,
Of course.
no. It's like,
So that was what I said. Out of 100%,
but
90% of guys won't be able to resist. Only 10%. Maybe like Dangote and. But for me though, I would never keep a female friend.
So you don't even want to go there at all.
I don't want to even.
but
I don't want to
this is
even
my
put myself in that
this is my thinking.
situation.
Okay,
was
what
like-
does it say?
This is my thinking because previously they said if to keep a woman you have to give her like nothing. I'm going way back. There was the guys that were having like something to give that they they were going to all these girls. So now back in today's generation, it's like if you have anything small, you can just get whatever you want. So it's back on our side as well in a means of people that have had a little more to give than the more than the little ones
Okay.
are spreading misinformation on how to actually manage a woman, how to keep a woman, how to actually respect a woman or whatever. And yes, we have to respect women because of what some men may think.
True.
Yeah, they're also
Oh, definitely.
I understand. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like, but how can you do those things? But then the message they're bringing out is a message encoded in kind of like a hate message. But then even though it's true, though it's kind of a hateful message, so people can't grasp what they're really saying to put it into practice so that, you know what I mean, it wouldn't damage the relationships. But then they're actually damaging the relationship in the false reality of being strong or being an alpha or something like that. That's just my whole take on the whole thing.
And I think males going for like as you're saying that 90% want to smash.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's take it from the contest. When before a man will get, let's say, something to hit, or let's say a female to hit, she need to put on some status.
Yeah.
Put up certain things, create some name for himself, do something, bring something up to the table before we can get this. So I think the reason why men becomes hunters is based on from childhood you are being programmed that you need to do a lot before you can get a female.
Okay.
But when in the females world, they started being treated as princess from childhood. So let's say even if we are giving you toffee to the female every day, and you are a male, and they feel like you need to work before you can get toffee. When you get the money to buy toffee, you want to buy it excessively because you will starve for it.
We starve for it.
That is why male move or become hunters all the time.
Okay.
I don't know if you get it.
Yeah.
That's why it makes us hunt all the time. Want to be out there because we've been starved for long.
So I have an
Starve of
important question.
everything.
I have an important question.
Right.
How would you, if you had a son and a daughter, how would you raise them up? Because now from what he said, it seemed like it just from childhood that we as adults we bring our kids up in this narrative already, subconsciously. So now how should we raise up our kids so that they'll be fair
In the society.
in society?
Are you throwing that question to me?
Yeah, to the house.
To
the house.
For me though, kids, either a female child or a male child, you are supposed to treat them equally. Gone are the days whereby they say women are supposed to be in the kitchen and men are supposed to go out there and work. But nowadays you have more females doing stuff even most men don't even find themselves doing. You understand? So if I want to raise my kids, me personally, from my point of view, I will raise my kids equally. The same love I will give to the female child, I would also give that love to the male child. You understand? Because, we're in 2025. So the world has passed that era whereby you have to give more, how would I put it? Give more love to, not even love per se, but giving more hard work to the man and feeling like the woman doesn't need any form of education or any form of ideas on how to make money, because they feel like women should be in the kitchen and men should be the one to hustle for the money. So if I want to raise up my kids, I have to treat them equally, be it female, be it male. That's my take on it.
Dangote, what do you think?
Okay, if I'm to raise a female child and a male child, right? A boy and a girl.
Right.
Oh, I would discipline the girl as I should discipline her, and I would discipline the male same way.
That's true.
You understand? Because raising up a male child is different from raising up a female child. You understand that kind of a thing? Because there are some principles you have to instill in your son's life. There are some principles you have to instill in your daughter's life. You understand? It really doesn't fit like maybe all the time together.
Yeah.
They are different. You understand? So,
That's true though.
I'll make sure discipline should be their watchword.
That's true.
Yeah. For me, I think that as you're saying, th- there's no way I'm going to treat them the same.
That's it. So in other words, it's not equal. Eh?
There's no way I'm going to treat them the same because, as my brother was saying, when you were talking about we treat them equally, from your perspective, you're even talking about love, showing them love. And
Yeah, I'm
others.
talking about love.
Yeah, that is where I understood you.
Upbringing.
But when it comes to they growing up to become an adult, whether you like it or not, a female have to have. That is why when you treat them equally, the females become
Feminists.
and they feel like, okay, when a female gets money, the first thing she thinks about is freedom. But when a man gets money, the first thing he thinks about is creating a home or making sure everybody around him is okay.
That's true.
Family.
So feminists lie to
That's true.
Feminists lie to women on what.
So look, a woman can get her education, get her principles, get her everything and all that, but needs to still be a woman. You see, when I talk about still need to be a woman, is the submission way. You see, when I talk about submission, it's not about coming to make me feel like I'm like you need to be holding my legs and all that.
Okay.
If unless you want to date a simp, but if you want to date somebody who is going to lead you, you need to be submissive to the person who's going to lead you. Because if you're choosing even a man to be with, I'm sure you're not going to choose a weak man. So why do you want to now have the man and want him to be weak because you don't want to be submissive? Because the more you become submissive, the man you are pouring into his spirit, make him feel like you're the leader of the house.
That's it.
You're the leader of the house. So his decisions he'll be making in the house will always be the betterment of the house. That is why even when you are even as we even started as your question said, as you asked the question, and I was saying I wouldn't treat them equally. So if a man is leading, if you treat them equally, now when he finds himself a man, he feels like my dad made me feel like anything a man can do, I can do.
Can also do it.
I have this is a twofold question right here.
Right.
Okay.
Very one. But what is equal? What is truly equal? What do you understand by equal? And I went to it.
No, I think I have to make my points clear.
Right.
When I talk about equally, I mean the love aspect.
Okay.
You know, most parents tend to give love more to the female child compared to the male child because they feel like as a man you have to be tough. The word of a man is actually very different from the word of a woman. So I don't know about other people's opinion, the viewer's opinion, but in my own point of view, in my own perception, if I want to raise up my child, be it a female or a male child, I'm going to raise them with the same amount of love. I understand your
and we don't forget we're living in a wicked world that if you make your male child weak, he's going to be walked over.
Oh, that's every error. Every error.
That's where discipline comes in.
Do you get it? That is why I think our parents were instilling in us and even were making us feel like if the moment you are a man, you need to be strong, you need to be tough from childhood.
But sorry to cut you short.
Right.
Can I chip in something? You know, I've had a couple of friends. I've sat down with people when they talk about their childhood and how they were raised up and their upbringing. You see, most times, the way we handle situations today, the way we are adapt to situations today, it boils down to how we're treated back then
Right.
when we were young.
Oh, you finished?
Because most people, you see them today, they are very shy. They don't have confidence. They are not confident enough to say some certain things out there. It has a lot to do with the way they were brought up.
Right.
Because as a child, there are some certain words you want to say. Your parents are going to shut you down. They'll be like, hey, they don't give us that, how do I put it? They don't give us that freedom to express ourselves. So you see, if you are giving a certain amount of love to a child, you have to make it equal, be it a male child or a female child. You have to make them feel like, hey, you can express yourself. You can tell me about anything. I'm your parent. I should be the one to do those teachings. I should be the one to guide you in the right step to follow in life.
Right.
Dangote.
You understand?
You get anything, say.
Is that what?
You get anything, say.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
you get anything, say. You get anything, say.
Oh yeah, because what you're saying right now is valid.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
Like I feel like love for your children, it's something that naturally is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You understand that kind of a thing.
It
So
has to be equal.
you understand, you're gonna love your kids. You understand?
It has to
that's
be
it.
equal.
But they always say it that every father has a favorite child.
Yes.
I know, right?
You understand that kind of a thing.
It's
So
always the daughter.
Yeah. It's always,
You don't have to make
Always
them
the
know.
daughter.
You don't have to make them know.
Always the
oh,
daughter.
Yeah.
it's all on
But it
you.
always shows. But it always shows in a certain way.
it shows
It's
his,
to show-
even
you
even the
cannot
way
hide it.
you talk to them.
It shows in a
It's
certain
gonna-
way.
yeah.
Always. But like also I think loving kids in a way that's valid. But it's also I think it's a two folds in that
Two-sided.
in a way, because if I'm loving, I can't in a little bit out of the sentimental space. Not all things will be sentimental, but if I say I'm loving my son and I want the best for my son,
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach him that, hey, because what you said, right? Why people handle things well because of how they were treated.
How they were brought
So
up.
men weren't really taught emotional management.
Yeah.
They didn't taught like how to communicate, how to
Yeah.
understand what is going on in
How
our
to express
in
yourself.
our
True.
no in our being. Men were never taught that. We were taught to, hey, let's go hustle, which is true. We gotta go do what we gotta do. But at the end of the
Be
day,
tough.
at the end of the day, what if right now, this generation right now, women aren't able to talk to a man for him to see that, oh, I'm going out of wire, so I gotta manage what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
So now men are just don't know how to do that. So now I think I've seen a lot of spaces, like you see a lot of Instagram places where like men are coming out and be like, no, yeah, we have to talk to each other. And I'm seeing that like it's cool to see that. And I think it's something I
You
need
have to open up your.
That
Yeah.
So this one is on that. Why do you guys think that when we are growing up, our childhood friends begin to drop? If you realize, yeah,
Used to shrink.
okay. For that particular one, 30 friends cannot play together for 30 years. You understand?
right,
So some will go east, the others will go south, west, and north. You understand? But I feel like those childhood friendships still remains the best to me, because then it was genuine
Real
yeah,
love you have for your friend. You understand?
love, yeah.
You guys, if he's in trouble, then that means you two are in trouble.
trouble.
You understand?
I remember one time, I had this one friend, and not to cut you short,
Okay.
and when he used to come to our house, and when he comes, probably we'll cook and eat. It got to a point now, if he's not there, the food that they've served in my own house, I have to wait for him
You want him to come.
That is it.
come before we eat.
That is it.
My father will come. Are you okay? Are you not going to eat? I said, I'm waiting for you. Oh, yeah, you're sick.
And that's the brotherhood. You understand? Yeah. So because I had a friend. He can go haywire. Like when I mean here, he can go round the town, round the town, round the town, round the town. And when it's done, the next thing he's back to the house. What's up, bro? What's up? I say, okay, let's eat. Then he will come and we'll eat. Sometimes I even leave the pot for him. I will, okay, you eat. You understand? Because why? You don't even have grudges anymore at that time. You can have a fight, but before you know, you're over it. Unlike now, maybe you understand. And now social media and all that, you see like some people will be like, if you're not viewing my status, I will not view your status. Like what is that?
Yes.
Who cares? The day you made that post, maybe I was busy with my life. You understand? So I didn't get to view it there. Automatically now I've become your enemy. You know what I mean? So relationship, I don't know, these days I feel like the genuinity is no longer involved.
People forgot to
Yeah.
be, as we grew up, we forgot to be kids.
Yeah, we forgot to be kids. That's true.
Yeah, we forgot to be kids as we grew up.
Or rather, we rushed too quickly to become adults.
Yeah,
and now we are adults. We're trying to go back to being kids.
My younger cousin made a post on WhatsApp, and he was like, when he was much younger, he used to sneak out of the house.
Now
But right now,
you're alone.
he has been alone in the house the whole day.
Nobody is there to make you sit.
And I saw the post, and I looked at him. I was like, so like this boy is great.
Yeah.
I know, right?
You understand? So
That's crazy though.
So when it comes to the space of male friends, what are some of the qualities or some of the things that we should look out for to make somebody a good friend?
Should I start?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. I really like your question, this particular one. That was why
You wanted to start?
I wanted to start, yeah.
That's okay, pal.
You know, I'd always say for me, for my opinion, I would go with somebody who is very real to himself first. You have to be real to yourself before you make friends or being real with people. The craziest thing you can do to yourself is lying to yourself. I love people who are very real to themselves. You know, friendship, when it comes to friendship, you see those people that they don't quarrel at all. They don't have any arguments.
Right.
Those are not your real friends. Your real friend is going to have issues. You are going to have quarrels. But at the end of the day, you come back together. Them being able to open up to you and make you understand that this thing you did to me, I don't like it. You shouldn't have done it this way.
Yeah.
I really don't like what you did to me. Instead of conceiving that thought in your heart, just open up and make them understand that, hey, nigga, what you did to me, I really don't like it. So that's you being real to yourself.
Right.
So you have to be able to make friends with people who are real to themselves first before being real to other people.
So that's your characteristic.
That's one.
Seth, what about you?
That's one.
Honestly, I second that thought, and also say like, you find people real to themselves, but then also they can be real to themselves, but they can be real to themselves, and they can be fools. Let's be honest, they can be real to themselves, but they're fools.
In what aspects?
Like, no, fools may be a harsh word. My apologies.
Okay, maybe probably
That's
I'll add up by saying I don't know if what the word I want to use is the right word what you want to say.
Okay.
Is that some have maxes on.
Not like they could be real to
Well, you
themselves.
can never lie to yourself.
Yeah, but like
You can never.
So what I'm
not,
saying is
not like
Okay,
that,
go
not like the mask, but like they could be like real to themselves, but like it's a me. If that makes like if I say that
Yeah.
like it makes sense.
yo.
Like
They are rude to themselves, but much me.
yeah,
they-
like,
they-
they're just like the progress is not there. They're not going forward.
Yeah.
Like, that type of people you have to look out for those type of people as well. Even though they're real, they're real. I mean, their vibe is cool and all that, but you also want to have to keep friends that at least you could be like
You can grow.
10 years. Yeah, 10 years. Even if they're not seeing money, but like we've made some connections outside
Yeah.
this friendship.
That's it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Even if you're not doing this, you've done something and stuff like that. I think that's
That's true.
also constant.
That's true.
And I think that also comes with stages. But like, if let's say 15, even 15, you can still make friends and have connections. By 15, 16, 17,
Yeah,
you can still have friends that are making connections outside the network and stuff
Right.
like that, and
that's true.
also still have fun at that age too.
Right.
Because to me, I feel like the reconnection starts from our secondary schools.
Yeah.
You understand?
Connection.
Because primary was just like an intro. You understand? Then the secondary school, that was where the reconnection started from.
Sorry, from here.
Because if you realize some of your friends you kept or you met as at that time, if you're still in touch with them, probably maybe this one is doing something now, this one is doing something now. So maybe when you need their services, it will be like
That's
easy for you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like characteristics of having like a true friend, somebody for a friend, like with what OG said. Say you have to be real. You know.
Oh, that's
Like you have to know if the person is real, because I feel like another thing about I feel like entitlement. You understand? It spoils a whole lot of relationship and friendship. Entitlement mentality.
true.
You've been in the space of this intimate relationship, entitlement also.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
I should be a friend to you for who I am, and you should be a friend to me for
That's being real to yourself.
that's it.
No faking.
Okay.
So that's it for today, guys. It was nice having you guys pulling up here. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you all. Tribesmen under the neem tree.